Hello and welcome. We are working on day 265, so please get your notes out. And it looks like we're finished in the last section of chapter 6. So walking through this, example 4 says solve a quadratic equation with a missing linear term. So this one won't be too bad. All we are going to work on is GCF here. Let's, you know what, even better, let's just add the 80 over. And we'll 5x squared equals 80. Divide by your 5. And that'll give us x squared equals, what does that go in there? 5 goes in 8 once with the 3, so 16. And then I'll take x squared and equals 16. And let's do the square root. When we do the square root, we're going to plus or minus. And so that'll give me x is equal to plus or minus 4. That was not too bad, was it? The next one is solving an equation of degree 3. But the thing I noticed, and I hope you notice it too, is that everything has an n involved. So let's first bring everything over to one side. So 3n squared. Maybe my pen is what's the problem here. Let's try this one. Okay, so we've got 3n cubed plus n squared, and then I would subtract that 4n to bring it over, so that'll equal 0. You'll have to ignore, I can't explain why we get the bumps going on. All right, we've got it all to one side. Notice that we do have an n in each case, right? So let's GCF that n out. It'll leave us 3n squared plus n minus 4. So we've got everything moved to one side. We did a little bit of GCF, but now we're going to factor this inside piece, and that gives me n. I know this is going to be a 3n times an n to get the 3n squared. We know we're going to have a plus and a minus. And we have to figure out, well, 4, what does 4 factor into? 4 and 1 or 2 and 2. And we've got a 3, that's our other one, and that's just 3 times 1. So I'm trying to make this positive 1 in the middle, correct? So what if I did 1 times 4 and 3 times 1? Notice how they have a difference of 1. So I'm going to put my 4 right here and my 1 right there. And then you can check the inside-outside foiling patterns. We get a negative 3n with a positive 4n, giving us a total of a single positive n. So I know my factoring is good. I'm trying to scroll. All right, now how do we finish this? We set each factor equal to 0. So this was equal to 0 here, and I'm going to have n equals 0 as one possibility. This factor, we'd say 3n plus 4 equals 0. And then we've got this last factor, n plus 1 equals 0. So let me extend my page if I can. Maybe I can't. And then it was too much. All right, we are struggling here. All right, now, there's really only one of them that I need to solve. It looks like this we get a solution. Here I could subtract 1. That's the easy solver. I get n equals negative 1. And this one, let's subtract 4. And that'll bring down the 3n equals negative 4. Divide by 3. And we get n equals negative 4/3. So you can see by this that we ended up with 3 solutions. All right, next one. And this might be two problems after this, but if I can get you through this one, I might call it quits. The length of a room is 2 meters less than 3 times the width of the room. The area of the room is 96 meters. Find the width of the room. So the length of the room is 2 meters less than 3 times. Earlier in the year, we worked on writing these phrases, right? So that's where those are coming from. 2 meters less than 3 times the width. So that's how we get that. Width is width. The area is given as 96 meters squared. And since it's a rectangle, we know that in a rectangle, length times width equals 96. But when I look at my picture, and well, first off, I really don't want to have two variables. So I'm going to substitute for length the 3w minus 2, and then we'll multiply by that w, and it equals 96. All right, so let's just push this together. I'm going to distribute, and that will give me 3w squared minus 2w, and then let's add this, or subtract, not add, we want to subtract the 96. So subtract 96, and it equals 0. Now it's a factoring game, and that'll take a little bit of work. It's going to be 3w and a w. We know we're going to have a plus and a minus sign. And 96, I'm going to pause for. Okay, 96 is quite a few different factors, but let's try 6 and 16, because those two multiply give us 96. I'm going to put, well, if I put 16 here, look what's going to happen. 3 times 16 is 48, and I'm only trying to get minus 2 in the middle, so I do believe that's going to be way too big. So rather than putting 16 in that position, I'm going to move it over here, and then that will pull it position the 6 for right here. And let's see, if we put a minus here and a plus here, let's just check to see if that works. And I would have 16w positive, and here the outers will make 18 negative. So if I add those up, I get negative 2x, and that's what we were trying for in the middle. So we know we've done good work, and now we just need to find our solutions. So this here was equal to 0. I'm going to take each of these and solve them. So 3w plus 16, that's going to be a fraction answer, and w minus 6 equals 0. That'll be an easy answer, so let's go ahead and solve that one. Add 6 to each side, and we get w equals 6. This one will subtract 16, and that's going to give us 3w equals negative 16, and then we'll divide by our 3 and get that w is equal to negative 16 thirds. So we got that answer, and the w equals 6 answer. All right, your homework for the day, I'm going to skip that problem, is looking at these problems, and we can leave these up. I can't seem to move this. Let's try again. Yeah, so page 312, 19 through 30, 52, 59, and 60. Very good. Have a good day.